Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, Box here. Don't ask me about the mic. Don't ask me about the face cam. I don't know what's going on. I'm a boomer. Leave me alone. All right. I want to talk about a few things today, and I apologize for the late video. Just, been under the weather, so I tried to, nap a lot. Anyways, dude, EA boned us so hard on these sets, it's disgusting. It really didn't hit home until I did the math on it, okay? And when you look at the sets, right? Okay, so if you do the sets, you get a 92 out of it. You get nothing back. You don't get, if you put your theme team into it, you don't get the theme team back. You lose them all, okay? So, anyways, I'm like, wow, okay, how much is that? And we'll talk about other ways of making coins and stuff in this video, too, and other news and topics of conversation, but I want to get to this first. Okay, so I just added up the Bears. Okay, to get a 92 overall Bears card, we got to put 30,000 training into the set. We need a new economist, right? If you just add up the overalls, this doesn't even take the coin prices of the expensive golds, which are wildly overpriced, or some of them are. This is just the overalls straight up. If you take out training value, you're losing so much, and it kind of sucks, okay? Losing 8,771 training per set done. 8,771 training per set done is lost in card burn, okay? That's to do one set. You're like, oh, how much is it to do 32 sets if you want the full John Elway? You lose 280,000 training doing John Elway, okay? You're like, oh, what about the quick sell of John Elway? John Elway's quick sell is 110,000, okay? So EA is sucking 170,000 training out of us through these sets. These sets should not be this expensive. The Economist needs to go. An absolute freaking moron. It pisses me off even this late at night when I shouldn't yell because the kid and the wife are sleeping, and it just frustrates me, man. Why do they have to take sets and make them so brutal? I get it. Team Diamonds is a slog, but 37 cards here, they didn't need to be this bad. And why did you do low golds, huh? Why did you do low golds instead of these, slapdick Ramsey and stuff, or wild cards? You could have been kinder to us with everything going on. This is just an absolute slap in the face. So, of course, Elway is going for 10 million coins because he's almost impossible to do. But we will talk about ways of making coins. First things I do want to tell you, and we'll sort of go back to Team Diamonds. This is kind of part of it, obviously. But definitely look. This is on MUT.gg. I just sorted by most expensive golds. Take a look and see if you have any of these golds in your binder, because they are going way overpriced. So just sort by price, do core golds, and then just filter down. I had a couple. I haven't really looked through them all yet, but definitely want to get this out, especially before more packs are pulled. People realize it. We'll talk about how to utilize the reroll tomorrow for profit. We got some insane cards coming. I just want to finish off kind of my rant on the set. So TCX Gaming, I put out. Does anybody have a set calculator for the Team Diamonds? He did the math on one of them, the Bears again. And it costs $770K to do the Bears set. So, some of these cards are a little bit overpriced. Wild card, you got the regular price. So overall, Omega expensive. Now, I think right now, because of how expensive Elway is day one, it is probably profit here. So it is not a bad idea to go ahead and do that, at least on coins. Until his price falls, then we'll see. The issue is you're going to be taking so many L's that it's gonna really cut into that profit margin hard, because if you take a look at some of these Team Diamonds and the price they're at, they've fallen, right? If the set does end up for a lot of teams close to that number that we saw with the Bears, 700K, you're losing 400K a pop on Giles, or how you say his name, Greenway, Cushing, Dockett. That doesn't even take into account the tax sales loss that you'll lose on 10% on that. Bud's looking like a few $100,000. So some of them are pretty close to break even, but other ones are harsh losses. You really got to do them all to get the proper amount of coins to get the full Elway. But it's just kind of sad, man. I was hoping for a really cool Team Diamonds that we've been able to get to. Let's talk about how to profit off it right now, besides just selling golds in your binder. A lot of people have pulled packs and stuff, and I don't know that your mileage may vary and stuff like that on packs. But overall, tomorrow with the most feared reroll, because we'll be rerolling. Come on, Mutt. Let's load up. Let's do this here. Please. All right, there we go. Mutt load. We'll be getting this most feared reroll, and especially with Tyreek Hill's just one of the set cards. So we're getting him with 93 speed. That should be fun. We're getting limited. Do they have it on this page? They don't have it on this page. We're getting limited like digs and stuff or something. So market might go up as far as training. So if you have any failed investments, like, you know, if you bet on the wrong horse, if you bet on a lot of horses, a lot of them came in today. If you bet on a few wrong ones, then, you know, obviously you can just quick sell those. Roll the 78 most feared player. He's like the method or something. Now I don't know. Prices always are in flux, so you never know. I hate like saying methods because they change so quickly a lot of times. Obviously, you can take your 78 overall most feared players, make them the team builders. Team builders are overpriced right now. You can profit off those, along with whatever pulls you get on the 78 most feared player. Then another good set to use these 78s on, besides for team builders, which are like always profit, it feels like, because of the expense of some of these other programs. We'll just look at like Ultimate Kickoff, for example. You can take that 78 and shove it up your butt. You could take that 78 and shove it into this gold UK player exchange. So basically what you can do is go 1 for 1 here on a cheap most feared card UK set. Put that UK set, those 78s, into an 82. So like if the most feared, I mean, well, let's take a look what they are on the marketplace right now. It's 6 for an 82. So on the marketplace right now, I hit the wrong button. Most feared 78s today, and I would assume tomorrow. I don't know if they'll be lower, but maybe they're the same thing because filters are tough to get through. But most feared 78s right now. Anticipation's killing me. 2K and under if you filter by positions and stuff. So tomorrow, it's not a bad idea. So let's just calculate it out at, what is this, 15, 1600? You can get in there. We'll just, you know, we'll say it in there. So like you're like, oh, okay, that's all okay, fine. Because then like it was 6 for 182, right? So 6 times even 2K is cheaper than a lot of these UKs. Like if you get an Arden Key, it's 22. If you get Ronald Jones, all these things are 12K. So at 12K, it's kind of break even, but like you're not sniping at 12K or at 2K. You're sniping under that price. So there is profit in that set too, to those 82s, since these things are so expensive due to the requirements for the set. I would expect the Elway, like a lot of those cards that are up in price right now, to start to meander down as more packs are pulled, as more things happen in the world. But yeah, buying them at 1,500, that's like pure profit, right? 1,500 times 6 is 9,000 if I can math correct. And then you're selling it at, what, 22 to 14-ish, 13 I saw on there. So there's profit there in that set. So make sure and, like, use your low cards. You don't just want to quick sell them for, you know, trash, for training again. You can actually use that to make money in this market as it is. Okay? So, like I said, team builders, you know, that exchange right there is good for the 78s. Oh yeah, I ranked the cards too. I ranked the team builders, but I was gonna do a video yesterday, and then I just got so freaking worn, so I decided not to. Here was my initial list, and you're kind of like a lot of these cards, like, oh, okay, that makes sense. The tall tight end, Jacoby Jones, tall, fast, really good running back, D'Angelo Hall. I actually might move D'Angelo Hall up. He played so well for me. He was insane. He shut down Calvin. Calvin. I can't say his name correctly, and like freaking 6'8" Harold Carmichael on like streak routes, and I was like just never click on. He did pretty good for me. Like you're like, I think it's Hamilton, right? Like, do not underrate cheap free abilities. Never do that. So let's go ahead and look up Hamilton. I think that is a thing. Keith Hamilton. You're like, why is a run stopping defensive tackle so high? Because like you can put it at DT3 for the rest of the year, and with a free ability of goal line stuff, all of a sudden you've got great interior goal line run defense. You don't got to do nothing except have it at DT3. You can have it at DT1 obviously and have it there for free too. But you know there are better DTs, especially with the pass rush stuff. So just FYI, that's why I really like him for the free goal line stuff. So versatile. That's why I had him so high on my list right here. But otherwise, like I kind of have it chalk. A lot of people would probably agree with a lot of these takes. There's nothing like too crazy here on the 92s. It's nothing game-breakingly good. There's some really cool abilities. There's some good cards, but there you go, from top to bottom. I was gonna do a full video, but I decided to jam it in this one. Also, I wanna make you guys known about the Prime Gaming. If you have Prime on Twitch, like Amazon Prime or whatever, it's Prime Loot. Look, let me see if I can't find it. Right here. Let me check if there's nothing on this screen that's gonna get weird for me. But Prime Loot here on this screen for Roblox. Roblox is always fun. Otherwise, Madden. You get like a free Denzel Ward if you have that Prime Gaming stuff. So make sure and do that. Make sure and claim that off your screen. Let me go ahead and claim it right now to myself. Oh, wait. Never mind. I can't. I don't have it connected. So, anyways, that is there. We also have more topics to talk about. Is the market dead? Nah, it's kind of bounced up a little bit. It's when they came out initially, we saw a lot of things. There's a ton of snipes out there still as people are selling off investments. Those trophy packs might be a few of those open tomorrow. Might be worth getting a look at those. But really, the only way that the market's gonna like severely bounce back is with a cool reroll. For like the most feared could bounce it tomorrow. We did see a little bit bounce back on some cards that were down. They're back up a little bit. Some of the limiteds maybe. That Grim was in the 400s yesterday, I think I recall. Field Pass is working now, I heard. And it's kind of what I want to talk about. Hopefully I got through it all. Oh yeah, did I talk about I talked about a few of the most feared players coming tomorrow. I didn't talk about them all though, but we'll see you tomorrow morning on stream for all that. So that's really what I wanted to get through quick. Hopefully that was enjoyable, nice, quick. That's it for the video. Bye.